Yes, just in case you didn't know, we're about to start the show. They're about to start their show. Hello. Dana and Coach. And I'm Parrish, and that's Allie D.
Game time, baby!
Let's do it! Boom!
Divide amongst other men. Back to you, Mark.
And play. Music.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another spectacular edition of Mavs Insider. Parrish alongside the First Lady of the Dallas Mavericks, Allie D.
Yes, well, thank you. We have a very special edition of Mavs Insider. We are going to take you backstage, behind the scenes, find out what goes on inside the Mavs production truck, which, by the way, is right here. Shall we check it out?
Of course, open the doors for the ladies.
Ooh, I can't wait to see.
After you, let's go outside, see what we got.
Wow, bro, look at all this stuff.
Ooh.
It's incredible. And in fact, this is the monitor bank. So this is where we see everything that's going on in the games, all the different camera shots, and the director, well, he gets to choose what we see on TV.
Really? That's kind of cool. It sounds like us, Allie.
Like us?
Yeah, like, you know, we're on TV.
And we tell them what they're going to watch?
Exactly. We're going to tell you what you're going to watch right now. It's the opening tip.
Tonight, the Mavericks are back home. Thank goodness. The longest homestand of the year to date. 4 games starts tonight. Cross court, Collison with a shot fake. Dirk for 3. Bullseye. Dirk's first basket. Another three-pointer. Trying to draw a foul. No dice. Trailing. Dirk. Yes, sir. Strong Marion. Vince Carter knocks down another 3-ball. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Deep 3 for O.J. Mayo, and he hit. Bullseye for O.J. Mayo. Defensive rebound, Sarge is in, but Art James. Sarge helped out a lot the other night as well, and O.J. Mayo knocking down a 3. Dallas jumped on Memphis in the second quarter and never let up en route to this 104-83 win. The Mavericks look for a 3-game winning streak tonight. They continue their homestand, playing host to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And they came in this building. Kirilenko and Cunningham Pacific.
Off a turnover. Collison looking for somewhere to go. Good place. O.J. Mayo finds him. Dallas up by 8. Marion wary of Kirilenko on the outlet pass. Got it over him, and the Mavericks run the floor and will get a score and lose the ball. Dallas had that, and here is a lob converted. Schmidt to Kirilenko. Bounce pass. Correa back to Pekovic, rolling to the cup. Short. Dante Cunningham races in for the rebound. Now Correa finds Derek Williams. Oh, fancy finish. Dallas in front by 12. Rubio down low, Pekovic. He has a season high tonight of 9 assists, and here is the turnover. And it will be Collison catching in. The little guy showing off the hops. And so with that, Mike James will dribble out the final seconds on Dallas's 3rd straight win. Game 3 of 4 straight at American Airlines Center. Tonight, the Mavs play the Houston Rockets. Thanks for joining us for Mavs basketball on Fox Sports Southwest. And Dirk might have gotten away with a foul against Jeremy Lin, trying to get position for an offensive rebound, but Houston came away with it anyway. And James Harden right down Broadway. Harden to Lin. 10 minutes left in the second quarter, and Lin lays it in. It's anybody's game here late in the 4th quarter. Dallas in front by 4. And Jeremy Lin buries a 3. Marion may lead in scoring with 18 tonight, but his defense shining in that critical moment. Dirk a jumper over Delfino. Yes, sir! No space! It's a grinding game tonight. The Mavs have shot only 38%. Houston 39%. Who's going to be able to grind it out to a victory? That'll do it. Final score, Dallas wins their first 4-game winning streak of the season. Mavs 105, Rockets 100.
Okay, now we've moved into the replay room, and there is a lot that goes on here at this machine. In fact, it's known as the EVS machine, also the Elvis, for those of us that are hip to the television lingo.
Yeah,
and Ro, you're super hip to this.
Of course I am. I mean, this is one of the places I used to sit when I was actually interning for the Dallas Mavericks back in my college days.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it?
Well, hopefully you don't push any buttons and ruin anything, because they
Like
got
this?
a lot going on over here.
Or
Ro,
like this?
Stop it.
Let's
tell you what's going on this edition of Mavs Insider.
I know what I'm doing.
I gotta get him out of here.
I'm a professional. Still to come on Mavs Insider, we continue through our broadcast truck and give you a backstage pass to what goes into actual Mavs telecasts.
Jeff Skinwade takes you on a tour of the suites. Who knows who you'll run into?
And we'll spend 24 seconds with the Matrix. All that and more coming up on Mavs Insider.
Mavericks Insider is brought to you by Whataburger. Proud to serve it hot and fresh 24 hours a day.
Start with blue. Back up blue.
Mayo is volunteering for the foul.
Back here where all the magic happens, as I like to say. Now, right here, these two gentlemen are very important. This man's fast fingers and this man's fast brain are in charge of putting all the stats and all the graphics on the screen so you can see what's going on during the game, Allie.
Basically, anytime there's words on the screen, it comes from these guys.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Of course it is.
Well, now it's time to see some even more awesome stuff because it's the moment you've been waiting for, the behind-the-scenes package on exactly what goes on into producing a Mavs telecast.
Ooh, you need to check this out.
He's been one of the best in the league.
That's right. We got to get rid of it.
Runs down the ball off a missed shot by Cunningham. That's big man on the line. Noted earlier.
All right, squeeze is clear.
3, 2, 1,
go back.
A Mavs television broadcast seems to be pretty simple, but actually it's a complicated symphony of different jobs that all need to be performed to perfection.
You have to be able to listen to a lot of different voices all at the same time.
Decision at a 4-on-1.
and then you got Collison on X getting close to a breakdown point.
Located deep in the bowels of the AAC are the production trucks. A production crew consists of dozens of people, both in front of and behind the camera.
We have two different angles here. You can.
So Dave, you did no fonting on that.
We'll do
correct?
exactly like we normally do. Bobby, tell us straight first.
There's a producer.
All right, I'm watching. I see it.
He makes sure that Derek and Mark are talking about the same thing you're seeing on TV. There's a director.
3, take 3, 5, take 5.
He calls out which camera to take. The technical director punches all the buttons that the director calls for.
Chris Damon, OJ Mayo.
6, take 6.
The EVS operators are in charge of queuing up replays and rolling them when the producer or director calls for them.
I like B for the Collison to Cayman, and then this last make off of red. Yeah, we'll do score, interview, first half stats.
Sometimes, you know, you're running around with your hair on fire.
Jump shooter. He's been one of the best in the league as of late, and we'll be discussing that coming up here on Fox Sports Southwest.
You just have to adjust. You really have to adjust to what the situation is.
I thought we were
But a lot of times we just kind of make do with that and continue on.
Anybody ask Jack Sicko what he thought about the Kings going to Seattle?
There are several cameras for each game. 2 up top for each team. 3 on the floor. And 2 slash cameras that shoot from the corners. And don't forget about the RoboCam perched on top of the backboard. It's operated by remote control. An audio technician makes sure the proper mics are turned on depending on whose turn it is to talk. He's referred to as an A1. Each crew has at least one A2 as well.
Hello.
It's their job to make sure talent is mic'd up. Stage managers let the announcers know when they're on camera and when they will be talking over a video. Stage techs make sure that the equipment is in proper working order. And when the show is finished, they are the ones who clear the court so that the teams can play ball.
It's like being an air traffic controller. You know, you got a lot of things coming at you all at the same time, and you really have to prioritize and decide what exactly is important at that time, what you can decide is not so important, and it's really being like a traffic cop. So, you know, it's game management. There's a lot of that as well.
4, 3, 2, 1, take your break.
Wow, Ro, I had no idea that all that went into producing a Mavs broadcast.
Really?
So amazing.
Of course it is. And
Yes.
you know what? We give you the inside right here on Mavs Insider. But this is what we're going to do.
Yes.
We're going to give you the inside on my homie Tricks. You know Tricks, right?
Yeah. Sean Marion.
Ah, yeah.
I'm Sean Marion. I play forward for the Dallas Mavericks.
Paul with a pass. He tried to look away, and Marion didn't bite. Got a hand right in the passing lane. And the Matrix to the hoop with a score.
My biggest strengths are everything. If my opponents can characterize me into one word, it'd be a true competitor. the one person in history I would love to have dinner with would be Martin Luther King. The best thing about Mavs fans is, man, just the loyalty and dedication they have for us, and they believe, really, truly, honestly believe in us.
Last Saturday was German night at the AAC, and the big German himself sat down with hundreds of students for a Q&A session in both his native tongue and some in English as well. Mavs Insider got a chance to eavesdrop.
Verantwortlich, das in den letzten 10 Jahren.
A little FaceTime with Dirk makes studying German a little bit more manageable. Allie D back on the court here at the AAC. What a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get up close and personal with Dirk. Awesome. Speaking of getting up close and personal, our very own Rose spoke with one of the Mavs after practice. Let's check it out.
Step it up and drop a level. Yeah, see this is real hip-hop. A chapter boy stands up. Now put your hands to the sky. Let me see it. A chapter boy stands up. See this is real hip-hop. A chapter boy stands up. Let me see you. Yeah, this is real hip-hop. Yeah, a chapter boy stands up.
Thanks, Allie. So right now, Mavs practice, chilling with Dante Jones. So we were just talking, like the perceived notion is that you're an intense individual, all about basketball. I understand you're about winning, right? Correct?
Oh, yeah, about winning, about playing hard, but I'm about having fun and enjoying the time with my teammates.
Exactly. So we recently sat down and watched you speak to a group of kids after one of the games, and they were asking you all types of questions. They were asking you, what was your favorite subject? And I found out that you're really good at math. That's something you're good at, right?
Yeah, math has always been my thing.
I sleep to forget and I forget to sleep, doing calculus, counting sheep. I can't tell if I'm asleep or awake. My dreams are too real to be fake.
They asked me in college what was my favorite subject, and calculus was what I got into.
So, okay, now, we understand, like, you like to have fun, but just to keep it serious for a second, you're kind of like, I don't want to say a Renaissance man, but you read books before games? Is that what goes on?
I read a little bit. Right now I'm reading the Bible, trying to read it cover to cover, and try and read it and get into it as much as possible. But I try and slow down a little bit before the game and get my mind at an even cue so we can go ahead and concentrate and do my job.
So, I mean, this gentleman is dispelling the rumor of dumb jocks, like, because you were pre-med at Rutgers, correct? That was your first major? And then what was your other major when you went to Duke?
When I went to Duke, I was a public policy major.
Excuse me, could you state that one more time? What is that?
I was public policy. That's like political science and a business major mixed together.
Like I said, this gentleman is a very astute young man.
New York City. New York, New York. New York, New York.
Now, you're a tri-state area guy. What are some of your fondest memories about growing up? I know you were a Knicks fan growing up. Like, what were some of the memories you remember, like, watching basketball, some of the things you remember growing up?
Knicks and Bulls. And I was a Bulls fan, and I was a Knicks fan secondarily because my pops was a huge Knicks fan in my house. So I grew up on the Knicks. I grew up on Harp and Mason and Ewing. And, you know what I'm saying? Those were all day in my household, and we used to go back and forth because I was an MJ fan to death.
Yeah. So how does that work? If you're an MJ fan, Bulls fan, but you're still rooting for the Knicks, I mean, they had some legendary series going back and forth. How does that work?
Yeah, that was awesome, man. It was great to be a kid in that era, but me and my parents used to go at it a little bit.
And, of course, you heard the shot to Harper. He was on the Knicks 94 team that went to the finals. So moving forward, of course, you're here with a new team, you have a different role. I heard one of the kids ask you how many points per game you score, and you kind of stumbled because you've had different roles on each team. So how does that work?
All right, and it's just part of my job. He asked me how many points I average, and I really don't know. My job is not necessarily go out and score. It's go out and play the game of basketball, and that's facilitate, play hard, rebound, help other guys be better, just fill in the gaps where need be.
We appreciate you for joining us. Mavs Insider, Dante Jones. Hey, this is how we do. We'll be back in a minute.
Hey, Skin Wade here, and many of you have never checked out a Mavs game at one of these awesome suites. Well, we're going to show you just what you're missing out on. There's many different kinds of suite packages available. There's nightly, there's season packages, and it's great for entertaining for business.
Hey, do you guys know how to post videos to Facebook?
The suites are a great vibe, whether it's 12 or you're packing it out to 50.
Hey, aren't you a grinner? No, it's not the hair.
And the best thing about a Mavs suite, besides all the action on the court, is all the magically delicious food and drink. Is that my Emmy?
No, here's your much smaller Emmy. Hey, can you grab me a steak sandwich? Anyways, you ladies want to see a trophy room?
If you want to join all this fun in a Mavs suite, give us a call at 214-747-MAVS.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and I'm a third-year dancer for the Dallas Mavericks. I did all of the girly sports growing up. I did dance to gymnastics. My favorite guilty pleasure TV show would probably be Swamp People. Is that a guilty pleasure? The best movie of all time is definitely Elf. The best part about being a Dallas Mavericks dancer is the girls. I think if the girls on the team weren't my closest friends, it would be a very different experience.
The Matrix is here. Oh, where the party at? Shit, where's everybody at? Huh. I guess I gotta have my own party.
Well, isn't that just sweet? Speaking of sweet, we have somebody that's very sharp dressed and he looks sweet as well. I mean, can I say that, Coach? Is that okay?
No, I'd rather you say it.
Coach Bob Ortigo joins us right now. Well, I mean, of course, you'd rather have that coming from a nice lady, right?
Of course.
So, she works for you. What's been working for the team?
What do you mean she works
Yeah,
for me?
I work for myself.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like, as far as a lady, can we just get on with this segment, please? I digress. Back to what we were talking. What's working for the Mavericks right now?
Well, they've cut way back on turnovers. 8 out of the last 10 games, they've had 13 or fewer turnovers, and they're doing a much better job rebounding the ball. Those two things were major problems earlier in the year, and they are less of a problem right now than they have been.
All right, this has been a really busy week for the Mavericks. Busy homestand. Let's talk about it.
Well, you had, you go back to, Minnesota on Monday night, and Wednesday night you had Houston, and it's Oklahoma City tonight, and then you have to get on a plane and travel tomorrow and play Orlando on Sunday. So it's 4 games this week. It is a busy week, but that's just part of the NBA.
So, of course, playoffs are coming up. People are saying the Mavericks no way they can make the playoffs. I mean, what are your feelings on what people are saying about the team?
Well, that's baloney. I mean, how can you feel that way? It's too early to feel like the Mavericks can't be in the playoffs. So it should be a goal. But really, the way in which you handle those goals is, if you're 12 right now, the goal should be to get to 11, and then to 10, and then to 9, and then to 8. Don't give me this stuff that the goal right now is to home court advantage in the playoffs. It doesn't work that way. Just keep moving up a notch at a time and let it take care of itself.
Well said.
Very well said.
Well, unfortunately, we have to go. We have a lot of things going on. Oh, see you, Coach.
That easy.
That easy. All right, well, that's it for this edition of Mavs Insider. He's got a lot of places to go. He's a very important man. We're lucky we even get to talk to him here.
Hello, yeah.
Hello, awesome. For me, Ali D, and Ro Parrish, we will see you for the next episode of Mavs Insider. Good night, everybody. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Mavs Insider.
Get the heck out of Dodge. We got a game to play here, people.
And turned him and teached him and learned him. I just made that up. That's not really a word, but he learned him how to be a great player.
Sorry, do you want to redo that one? That was awkward.
Geschwinder. Geschwinder? Ew.
I don't want that in my shot.
Geschwinder. Holger Geschwinder.
I'm still awesome.
I already know the outtakes. Gershwinder. We nailed it that time.